Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I hope you all have been good and had a good day. So for today's video we want to go to Bleacher Report and have a look at an article written by Grant Hughes on June 15th, and it's called Best and Worst Landing Spots for Notable 2024 NBA Free Agents. I think he has about 5 he wants to talk about. Let's just jump right into it. So of course we have the picture of Paul George. Of course, this free agency class is not so stacked. Of course, we have some good players like PG, CP, Clay Thompson, DeMar DeRozan, one of the biggest names, Miles Bridges. We will see what he's going to do. But it's not so stacked, not so many big superstars in there, I would say. And yeah, Paul George, let's have a look what they say. So, Paul George. Best landing spot, New York Knicks, something you don't hear often. I'm just not really sure they could actually afford him. I think he does want to have a max contract. That's at least what I have read. And yeah, it seems like him and the Clippers, I think they will get together. It seems like right now they don't, but I'm sure they will at some point. And the New York Knicks, I'm not even sure if they actually have the money to give him a max, because yeah, I'm sure they want to bring back what's his name, OG Anunoby and Isaiah Hartenstein, which are both free agents this year, and I'm sure they're prioritizing them. Maybe they could send out Julius Randle, but then you also have to pay those your own two free agents a lot of money. So I'm not even sure, even if they ship out Julius Randle, if they still have enough money, or if all that money goes actually to Isaiah Hartenstein and OG. Because I read like Hartenstein, he wants about like 20 million a year right now. I think he's about 10 or below 10 million. So yeah, it's going to be tough for the Knicks to bring him back, but they definitely love him. Him and Mitch Robb look absolutely nasty, especially on defense. Like such a good tandem to have. Alright, so yeah, New York Knicks, Paul George, I don't think it's realistic. It would be interesting. Of course, Anunoby, Brunson, Hartenstein, Hart, Vincenzo. Yeah, and then you add PG, it could really like take you to the next step. But I don't think it's realistic. Worst landing spot, Utah Jazz. Yeah, why would the Utah Jazz get Paul George on a max? Like he's 34 years old, and they're trying to rebuild. Like some talks are even that Lauri Markkanen, he's about like, what is it, 27 years old, that he's even too old for them right now, and they're looking to ship him out for even a younger player like a Josh Giddey or somebody like that. So yeah, him to the Utah Jazz makes absolutely no sense at all, and I really hope the Jazz stay away from this player, because I really like what they're doing. I love Will Hardy, Danny Ainge, and they're just doing a really good job there for that rebuild. I love Keontae George. He's one of my favorite players. Walker Kessler, disappointing season, but I'm sure the potential is still there. He can become like the next Rudy Gobert if you would just push him rightly. And yeah, so yeah, it doesn't make no sense for the Utah Jazz to get PG 13. James Harden, yeah, he is a free agent, so best landing spot, Los Angeles Clippers. I mean, no brainer there. Especially if they lose Paul George, then they're kind of stuck with Kawhi Leonard, who has so many injury problems. Very hard team to rebuild. I'm sure they don't want to give him a long-term contract. I could actually also see Harden just retiring, maybe signing a one-year deal, and then he retires out of nowhere. I think that's the way James Harden has showed us that he is, and of course he made enough money, so he should be fine. Worst landing spot, Philadelphia 76ers. Can you even imagine? Like him going to the 76ers would make no sense at all. There was the big drama the whole beginning of the year, and then he got his trade to the Clippers. Yeah, and it didn't really work out there, did it? And so yeah, guys, what do you think? James Harden, is he going to stay in Clippers land together with PG 13, or are they going to both leave the team? I would really be interested in what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. Let's check out the next one. Clay Thompson. Yeah, there has been reports that they have been talking a lot about his future. He wants kind of a max contract and many years, like 4 or 5 year contract. And the Golden State, I think they want maybe like a 2 year or 3 year contract, but that's it, and not like a a max, because yeah, he had a disappointing season. He always has injury problems, but on the other side, he's a real legend. I think they really love him there, the Splash Brother connection. Maybe they run it back one more time, but I'm sure they are not looking to give him a long-term contract. Let's check out worst landing spot. Detroit Pistons. Detroit Pistons, man. Yeah, we do need shooting, so that's a no-brainer. We do need experience, no-brainer there. We do need a shooting guard, so it does actually check some boxes. And you know what? I'm actually not too mad. Like of course it has to be like a good contract. Like we can't give him like a 4-year max contract. But like that JJ Redick thing, when what he did with the Mavs, like 1 year you overpay him for 1 year and then you put a team option on there. I mean, why not? Like he's championship experience. He knows the league. He knows everybody. Some players would want to play with him, so it would also attract some other free agents. So yeah, I don't think it's the worst landing spot, to be honest. Of course, the Magics have been in a lot of rumors as well, but Pistons and Magics, they are fine for me, but just not a long-term contract. All right, let's go to the next one. DeMar DeRozan, somebody, yeah, has been who has been talked a lot about. It looks like the Chicago Bulls are going to re-sign him on a 2-year, 50 million contract or something like that. We will see. But yeah, the latest articles, what I have read, it's like he's going to stay and maybe they make a sign and trade. Alright, it says best landing spot San Antonio Spurs, so that means he would go back to the Spurs where he once played with LaMarcus Aldridge, I believe. Like that was the tandem. Mid range, also shooting it from the mid range. I mean, the San Antonio Spurs do need some veterans, some leadership. DeRozan definitely has that. Yeah, but I'm not sure if I like that. I would try to do it the right way, this rebuild, with Victor Wembanyama. Try to build a young court. Try out some younger players, maybe free agency players who you see something in, and then give it a chance on a nice contract. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Let's look at worst landing spot, Charlotte Hornets. So I don't understand why you say so they're both rebuilding teams and kind of in the same position. I mean, of course, they have different players and their stars have different positions, but I don't know. On one side, you say San Antonio Spurs is the best landing spot, and then you say worst landing spot is Charlotte Hornets. Yeah, I don't really get that, to be honest. Like, I don't like either one. I would love him to go to a team like the Golden State Warriors or the Lakers, maybe, and just like on a nice small contract and just compete for a championship, because I would love to see him retire as a champion. That would be so good, and he well deserved. Like he had a tough bringing up. I think he was brought up in LA, right? And yeah, had some struggles there. Comes from a poor family, and then just go and play in the NBA for so many years. Great, one of the better players, I think, of this generation. But like I said, I wish he would go to a contending team and then maybe retire on a championship ring, like Golden State, Lakers, maybe even Boston, I don't know, on a minimum. But that's his decision to make. Does he want a lot of money, or does he want to compete for a championship? All right. Last one up is Chris Paul. Oh my goodness. Best landing spot, Los Angeles Lakers. So that means the trade would actually happen, or like not the trade, but like what was it, 10 years ago or whatever, when they wanted to get him from New Orleans, and then he ended up with the Clippers, and yeah, became one of the best point guards of this generation. And now the Lakers would get him like at age 38 or whatever. Yeah, he's definitely not the same player anymore. The Lakers kind of getting as an old roster, so they have to be careful. Like again, if it's that kind of Carmelo Anthony deal, 1 year minimum, just compete for the championship, then it does make sense. Yeah, but if you don't want to pay him like 10 millions now at the spot he is in his career right now. Let's check out worst landing spot. Golden State Warriors, yeah, he's actually 39 years old, so yeah, it didn't really work out. That try did not really work out for neither team. Jordan Poole struggling in Washington, Chris Paul struggling in Golden State, And I think his career is coming to an end, of course. Maybe one more year. Is it with the Golden State Warriors? I hope not. But a team like the Lakers, like I said, compete for one more championship, and hopefully, like DeRozan, just retire on a championship. And yeah, that's what I wish for those two players. Guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did so, please consider leaving a like, maybe subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss any content. I love you guys, and I will see you at the next one. Peace.